The video hasn't started, right? What up, suckers?
Hey, welcome back, everyone. I'm Matt, and we're back with another edition of the CryptoComics.
No, Matt, you do that opening with more enthusiasm. We aren't starting it out on that. No.
Welcome back, everyone.
Mm-hmm. All right, Rose Gruber comes in on chat. Hey, good morning. Happy summer solstice. Is today summer solstice?
I always heard it was tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm actually kind of excited.
It's tomorrow to Rose because she's in the UK. So
21st, yeah.
Guys, I just ate some beef jerky. I got chunks stuck in my tooth. So if I'm making weird facial expressions this whole time, it's because I'm trying to dig a piece of beef jerky out of my teeth.
Oh, we're all laughing at you.
Going to be lightly embarrassing, but we're going to do it. So yeah, today we get to talk about some pretty cool things. You see the name of the show is What is a Digital Collectible Comic? And why do we name the show that? Because we've been asked that like 7,000 times. And it's a pretty good question. So we're going to go in on that a little bit. We're going to talk about how some people might be able to get their hands on some of them a lot sooner than you guys probably expect. And we've got a few public service announcements that we need to do tonight. So let's kick it off and jump into chat here. What do you say, Matt?
Yeah, go for it.
Andrew Dodge comes in saying, hey, guys, hope it's been a beautiful day. It's been super hot here. I'll bet it's hotter where I'm at. No competition, though, Mr. Dodge.
Today started out kind of decent, and then right before I was leaving work, it just started pouring rain. Like the whole way home, and then just stopped as soon as I got home.
I kind of miss rain.
Yeah, I bet you do.
That is about the only thing about Idaho that I'm missing right now.
But you get, what, 3 inches per decade or something like that?
No, I think that's about probably right. I don't know. I roll around with my travel mug here. Trusty water flask. That's what I call it. Sounds more heroic if I say it that way. I need more CryptoComics stickers. Do you have any?
I have a few.
I need to wrap this thing. And unfortunately, okay, so there's two things I miss about Idaho. My comic collection is still in Idaho with all my stickers.
I'll go pick it up for you. Don't worry.
Sure. Nobody's literally comes in and says Tuesday is summer solstice. Also, hello. How is everyone doing this fine Monday?
I'm doing good.
Jared actually may or may not be joining us this evening. He's running a little bit behind on his work number 2. So we let him off the hook this time. But don't be surprised if he just bolts in here because it's Jared. We all know he'll just randomly jump in while driving down the freeway or something, and he's crazy like that. Andrew Dodge says, I'm sure it's hotter in Vegas, desert life. It was 100 degrees for me. That's pretty hot where you're at, dude. That is really hot. Yeah, that's much hotter than we're used to in the northern Midwest. Yeah, like without getting too detailed into locations, where he's at shouldn't ever hit 3 digits, should it?
Yeah, really.
Nobody's
Well,
just
doesn't
says,
it hit like 3 digits, below 0 where he's at?
I think, does it? Wait, no, everybody would die if it was. Yeah, I'm so dumb.
Yeah,
that I
have you
just
ever
tried to
been
do the
there?
math.
It gets cold.
All right, Nobody's Loser says, can we take the time to appreciate Fry's background? Please do. We had a discussion earlier trying to figure out if this majestic mammal was a chipmunk or a squirrel. We're voting on chipmunk, but we, don't know. I'm pretty sure that's a battle trooper, stormtrooper, but so okay, so let's get into it. What is a digital collectible comic? That's where you answer the question, Matt. That's where.
Are you asking me? I thought you were just asking the crowd. I was like,
back and forth. It's supposed
I
to be a
thought you were
conversation.
like, okay. Well, typically digital comics have been just a PDF, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's assuming you even get a download. I remember back in the day when I was first introduced to digital comics, you had to go to a website. Yep. And it was like one website per comic, and
one website to rule them all. Yep.
Yeah, you had to just flip through the pages, and that was it. And eventually, they started adding like a monthly subscription if you wanted to read that comic, which really kind of bugged me because it was like, here's $15, and we're gonna add one page a month, and it was like $15 per page. That didn't sit well with me as a comic book collector. Plus, you couldn't really collect it.
Well, keep in mind, Evil says, just say no to PDFs. I'm just kidding. Evil doesn't say that.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't that Nancy Reagan that just said no?
Nancy Reagan just say no to PDFs?
Or she said
Nancy Reagan against comic books? Is this happening on our stream right now? I don't know. We're not trying to get political here, but somebody let us know if Nancy Reagan was against comic books. That would be surprising.
Actually, no. I know for a fact she was not against comic books because she actually approached DC Comics and Marvel Comics to do a specific comic book that actually got them fined from the Comic Code Authority.
Was the Comic Code Authority still around during Reagan's administration?
That was the end of it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Once both DC and Marvel, when they got their fine and they were like, oh, we got fined, like, holy crap, it's going to be the end of the world. Then they looked at the bill and they were like, oh, it's this much? Oh, well, okay.
Just no problem. We'll just sell X-Men to Sony and be fine. But they weren't fine.
Dude, it was literally like $100 and something for going against the Comic Code Authority.
Dude, I would pay $130 just to be able to say that I went against Comic Code Authority. What? Wait, watch now. I'm going to get a fine in the mail for like $130. Like, I can't pay this. I can't pay this $130 fine. Okay, so one of the things that a lot of people ask us about is, what about PDFs, and is a crypto comic just a PDF? And that's one of the things that we want to talk about tonight. So yes and no. The platform does allow a creator to upload a PDF. Our platform actually also allows end users to obtain a PDF of any book that you have purchased. So say you purchase a specific comic that you're really looking forward to, you can actually grab a PDF of that book right out of the system, download it directly to your device. And that way, if you're on a long flight or something like that, where you don't have internet access, you can access your comic collection. Why do we do this? Because it's everyone's comics. We're not here to stop everyone from enjoying them. Now, on top of that, a few other things are that is a tool that is up to the creator. So don't take what I just said as law. Some creators may opt to not use PDFs or not allow them. Some creators may choose to only sell their books in PDF format. It's entirely up to them. One of the main features of a crypto comic, however, which is where it's housed inside of the system on blockchain, is that a creator can actually add many additional features: soundtracks, animations, video, voiceover, sound effects tracks. I'm seeing now some people are using interactive features where, okay, how are we supposed to say this? Because we can't say it one way. The adventure. You can option your own path.
Pick your own.
Yeah, you guys know what we're about to say, but we actually can't say it because it's trademarked by somebody. How weird is that? I'm sure somebody in the chat is going to catch what we're putting down and pop it in there. But yeah, so there's a lot of interactive features that you can do with a crypto comic, and we see that as being the future of comics. We see that melding of different technologies coming together, and we see comic book creators really being the key to unlocking what we see as the future of media and media consumption. Why do we use blockchain to do this? Blockchain is Web3 compatible, and you can ask anybody, that's where everything is going, is Web3. Secondary to that, the proof of ownership is fantastic, and it allows you to make a purchase, enjoy the comic, and then turn around and resell it just as you would any physical in your collection, or could, I should say, as much as you could, because some people don't want to resell. Now, in those situations where you do choose to resell, the creator gets profit off of that book every single time. So if you sell it to someone and they sell it to someone and they sell it to someone, and you do that in physical book, the creator only made money originally, if they even made anything. Mm-hmm. With the power of blockchain, what we're allowing to happen is a creator makes money each and every time that is sold. And here we go. I love this. Ender Dodge comes in with choose your own his trademark face. That's true. J. Smith Digiartist comes in and says Marvel still used Comic Code Authority up until Joe decided to become EIC and dropped it. They did? Mm-hmm. That was really late in the game. That's like mid 90s, isn't it?
I want to say it was late 90s.
Wow.
Technically, the Comic Code Authority, if I remember right, has never officially gone away. But that's
okay. Then like don't send me a fine. Comic Code Authority.
Okay, that's also like saying technically. Technically, America is still in the middle of World War I because it was
Mm-hmm.
Check out the history books. Technically, according to the law, we're still in World War I.
So a lot of people have been asking us, when is this going live? When are we going to be able to start buying? When are we going to start selling? When are we going to be able to use the crypto that we've been mining on our video card? Somebody knows exactly who I'm talking about in our chat right now. Because one of you has a rig that's pretty ridiculous. And I'm slightly jealous, to be honest with you. Just a little bit jealous. Okay, more than a little bit. So, hold on real quick. JD Smith Digiartist says, by the way, if a creator or publisher has NFT deals with some other avenue or blockchain, can creators sell regardless or regular PDFs on the marketplace? Yes, absolutely. However, I am going to say this. Every creator should look at any type of exclusive contract that they have signed with any other platform. Just because CryptoComics does not believe in exclusive contracts, and we would never make a creator do that, doesn't mean that other platforms feel the same way. There could potentially be contractual obligations that a specific creator went and signed like 2 years ago that are going to make it so that they can't publish anywhere else. Again, that is something else we firmly stand against. We think that exclusive contracts just hurt the creator in the long run.
Now, we cannot give legal advice, but I will tell you, it is very advisable to read the fine print, talk to a lawyer, see if you signed away the rights for the NFT, or is it digital? Check out that fine print.
And on top of that, you have to check the fine print for the IP as well. Sometimes the creator won't realize, they'll think they're signing a 1-year contract, but they actually signed away the rights to anything they created in that 1 year. If you're the next creator of Spider-Man, you're going to be real upset. You know what I mean? And it happens, guys. It happens a lot.
A lot.
Especially in this industry. This is one of the, I'm going to say, worst industries for creators as far as IP regulation and protection go. Again, with CryptoComics, absolutely no, never. We will never hold a creator liable to have an exclusive with us. We do, however, have creators that are building or have built exclusive books, exclusive series, all those types of things that will be published on the CryptoComics platform. That is entirely up to that creator. And I will make it known publicly, they do not get any additional percentage. They do not get anything extra than any other creator that comes into the system. A lot of them are doing it strictly because they believe in our community, which I think is awesome. That's cool. To me, that's very
we've actually talked to one creator who said that they're going to be using us exclusively, specifically for ease of use. They're like, it's easy, just put it up there and that's it.
Yep.
I was like, all right.
I think that's involving digital only, though. That creator is going to still have print.
Oh yeah, they're definitely still doing print. But
JD Smith, DigiArtist, comes in and says, "Side note: it is really strange hearing Matt's voice." Well, plus you're not going all Tron on us tonight. I think it's because the family's not home. So now we know.
It's crazy. All my kids are gone for the night. My wife is working graveyard shift tonight. Yeah, I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you.
You're like, peace out. No, don't do that. Don't pull a Jared and cut your feed and do all that kind of stuff.
Oh no, I was gonna leave.
I'll punch people.
I was just gonna straight up leave.
1 sec here. I've got a message I have to respond to, Matt. Can you take over on chat? Sorry, man.
All right. Well, it looks like we're actually caught up on chat. Oh, party at Matt's house.
Hey, I'm all for it.
All right. So, kind of back to the digital comics. Fry, what do you actually like? The main difference between the NFTs and the PDFs. When did you actually start to see the first real change? Going from one to the other.
You can't ask me any questions. I have to respond to a message right now, so you have to take over for a second. That doesn't mean ask me questions. I have to type real quick. Give me uno momento. One second.
Do you think?
Ask chat. Ask chat.
All right.
Chat, you tell us.
When did you guys start to notice kind of a change? The typical NFTs, when they were really coming out, it was just that one digital image versus the comic book. Now you can get a comic book as an NFT. What do you think is, I guess, the biggest difference, and what do you want to see? Kind of what features would you like to see in an NFT version of a comic?
Ooh, that's a good question. What would you like to see most? While we wait for
honestly, when I'm thinking about the NFT and all the stuff that's being put on there, it really reminds me of like the DVD, like all the extras. When you first went from VHS to DVD, it was like, whoa, what is this commentary? What, I don't understand.
That's kind of like, so my answer to that is pretty similar to that, although not identical. My answer to that would be a making of the comic. That's what I'm most interested in seeing. I know that there's certain creators that are doing that in a few different ways, but I'm more interested in seeing exactly how creators went from the idea, the conception art, the story, all of those elements, and see it laid out inside of the book that you're about to enjoy, or see it as page by page part of it. We saw Cloud Scratcher. I believe Cody Bear. Cody Bear, thank you. He did that director's commentary track to it, where he talked about how he came up with all the different ideas between colors, art style, writing style, all the way down to how he changed his lettering halfway through the book, or went back and changed a few characters and stuff. And I just thought that was so interesting. And I love the idea that in the future, he actually talked about updating that book to where you can see the original concept art page by page and go from page 1 and then watch it animate through to page 1, revision 2, and revision 3, and revision 4. I think that's going to be the coolest element. I think. But
that is cool.
Who am I to argue? So I have to pull up this email because we got to talk about something else too that we're kind of talking about, but I'm trying to figure out how to freaking. Oh, I think I just found it. I'm trying to figure out how to show this email specifically inside of the stream, but I had to do a real quick conversion here for it. So yeah, once again, talking about the NFTs, we're talking about the comic books, talking about all this stuff. I love how Andrew Dodge is yelling at me, telling me to multitask. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Steven says he only has enough processing power to run one thought at a time, Matt. Thanks, Steven. Really, totally appreciate your positivity there, buddy. That's awesome of you. Good looking out. Jeez.
That's so true, though.
Dominic says, to be honest, I still don't understand what NFTs are. So an NFT is a non-fungible token. Think about it this way. An NFT is a digital certificate of authenticity. So anybody that's into collecting, you understand what a certificate of authenticity is. All an NFT is that little piece of paper that you normally want to see with a signed item. NFT is used as like kind of a catch-all term for everything from pictures of monkeys to art, music, everything in between. What we're doing is we figured out a way to tie an NFT to a comic book creative in order to enable comic book creators to reach a global audience very, very easily. Nobody's Loser says, I don't know, but whatever you guys are doing at CryptoComics is epic. Get ready because we are about to tell you guys something really, really epic.
Yeah.
Andrew Dodge says, I really love the audio version of the comic. So those of us that can't always sit and read the comic can have it read to you. We have something to surprise you with as well here very shortly. Jay Smith Digiartist says, a crazy concept that I think would be rad is if fans and creators could somehow add their own drawings of each panel that is saved across blockchain so anyone can see everyone's art. J.D. Smith Digiartist, the number 3 selling book right now, I believe, 3 or 4, it's right up in there, is literally just that. It's David Lilly's art from Dreamkeepers. And it's pretty funny because it's such a good idea that it's one of the most popular books inside of the system. It's going to be really cool. I know Chad Harden's been working on putting one together. Gemma Young.
I don't know if he's talking about just the art books in general. I think he's saying that as fans, you could add to the panels and stuff like that.
Oh, I see. So like a Mad Libs comic. You know what? That's
kind of cool.
That's a baller idea. So here is what we are going to do. I am going to take this idea and I am going to run it directly over to the rest of my team because that is what we do with really awesome ideas. We grab them from the community and we throw them in and make it so that everybody can see it. And I just screenshotted like the whole wrong element of that because it moved when I did a screenshot. Really? This is killing me. I'm gonna have to screenshot this like 6 times because the chat like wiggles just a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm putting that in now. Okay, so I can't promise you that we will have that, JD Smith, but I promise you that we will definitely follow up on that idea because I really like that idea.
That would be such a fun comic.
That would be cool. The weird thing is, though, is who would get paid for it? Who would be the original creator if everybody's adding into it? There's some legality. We got to look into this, but we're gonna. Steven says, I'm Captain Positivity. Dude, I've read your books, first of all. Anyone else, you guys can check out Steven's books inside of CryptoComics as well. Please do. I'm going to be honest with you. Do it with the lights on. Don't read it at night.
They are creepy.
J. Smith Digiartist clarifies, so I think you're right there, Matt. And he says, yeah, like what Matt said. See what happens when we let Matt talk? Like, things get done around here. We're going to have to stop that, or I'm going to have too much stuff to work on. Andrew Dodge comes in and says, that's a sick idea, J.D. Smith Digiartist. I was reading faster than I can speak. I was thinking that kids would probably love that, says J.D. Smith Digiartist. Tuck says, Buy Tech Comics here. What's up, man? Nice to see CryptoComics still growing. Cool. Nice. Welcome back. We have a pretty big announcement if you want to hang out for a minute. Rose Kirby says, hey, what would you think if the comic book artist did a book? What would you think if all the comic book artists, actually, that's another thing that they could do. One comic artist could hand the book off to another artist and they could just train it around the whole system. You could do some cool stuff. Damn it, we're doing this. We're going to make this happen. I don't know how. We got to figure out the legality part of this, because who has ownership when 700 people have worked on it?
Oh,
you know what?
You'd almost have to go with the Creative Commons. Somebody creates something in Creative Commons.
We set these up and we have it go to a nonprofit. That's what we do. The nonprofit gets all the profit from this. Chat, what do you guys think? You guys go for something like that? We're going to look into this. We're going to figure this out, dude. We've been wanting to have nonprofit utilization in the system forever, since we started. We're going to figure this out. We're going to donate it. Steven says they aren't that bad. Perfect for putting kids to sleep with.
I got to say, there's a couple comics where they have the audio track, and my kids have listened to it over and over and over again, and it's like, all right, cool. And because of that, now they're like, hey, do you have any other comics? And I'm like, yes. So my kids have been getting into comics specifically because of the audio feature. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Nobody's Illusion says, yes, love it. Man, I do this every time.
Hey, Keely, how you doing?
Keely, damn it. Okay. Keely says, hi, friends. What's up, Keely? Steven comes in and says, I'd be cool with it. Andrew Dodge comes in and says, love the nonprofit idea. Nobody's Illusion says, donate the profits to some charity. J.D. Smith Digiarta says, charities and reputable ones are a great thing. Love to see it. That's the other thing. We got to figure out what the best charities to do. We're going to figure this out, y'all. This is going to be fun. We're having a good time doing this. So, but we have to get into some of these announcements. We have to, because we're already up to 26 minutes, and that means Lindsay is going to try to have me butchered in a dark alleyway somewhere. Nobody wants to see Fred get butchered. You better not want to see Fred get butchered.
Well, maybe.
Really?
Depends on the day.
All right. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to show you guys an email that came through today. Some of you may have already seen this newsletter. Some of you may have not, but we are going to share it because some of you may have not. And we want to make sure that the whole community gets a chance to see it. So Dreamkeeper Vivid Publishing sent out this newsletter earlier today. And for those of you who may be listening and maybe can't see this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just read through it, not verbatim, but just kind of quickly. So the top here goes into commissions, exclusives, and more. They are announcing that CouchCon is coming this weekend. Just so you guys are aware, that starts on Friday. It's going to be Friday here in the U.S. It's going to be awesome. They're actually putting in the panels and the schedule now, so I believe that should be ready over the next couple of days. But you guys can actually check it out by going to couchcon.org. So one thing that they're announcing is commissions and original art is going to be on sale this year, which is going to be pretty sick. Now, this is Dreamkeepers Publishing putting this together, but not alone. There are other vendors, other artists all the way across the board. This thing is going to be absolutely ballistically awesome. Some of the things that you're going to be able to do is actually preview all of the commissions and the original art on live streams during the event, which is going to be fun, dude. It's going to be cool to jump around these different Twitch channels and check out like artists doing their thing, talking with their own chat. You know what I mean? The community kind of migrating around, see where everybody ends up to be. And I'm not going to say any prices during this. You guys might be able to see those on the screen, but prices can always change and people can find these podcasts a little bit late. So one other thing that they're doing is they're doing Wyatt exclusive figurine. This is going to be pretty cool. I know that they're also doing a Blue Deer print sale, as you can kind of see on the screen there. So if you guys are familiar with a Blue Deer, is a brilliant artist. Like his art is so sick. So that's something that everybody's definitely looking forward to. They, of course, have wall scrolls on sale. And, of course, there's going to be new designs, new artwork, new characters, all that kind of stuff. Let's be honest, they do that every year at CouchCon. At this point, everybody just expects there to be wall scrolls. So we knew that part was coming. But there's something else that's coming that you guys may not have known about. As you can see on the header in this email, it says Dreamkeeper's CryptoComics. And what they did is they showed the new cover for Volume 5, Assassin's Flaw. And I am going to read this section to everybody verbatim so that you can understand if you're just listening. It says, we are offering a special content edition of Volume 5 in the CryptoComics marketplace. Far more than a PDF, this digital comic includes 3 hours of commentary from Liz and myself not being Fry, guys. Okay, David Lilly. Nobody's going to get Fry's voice for 3 hours unless you did something really, really wrong. It's like 7th layer hell. I'm pretty sure it's in Dante's Inferno. All right, let's keep going.
Or if you watch any of our old podcast, or
watch old podcasts if you like my voice. So the full original music score is also integrated within all of the appropriate scenes, animations, and even videos are added into this book. What that means is this is going to be one of the biggest CryptoComics special editions that's coming out. This book is going to have everything that our system can do, and a lot of it none of you have ever seen, because elements of this system were built specifically to be able to handle this book, and exactly what David Lilly's looking for. They go on to say, if you backed the Volume 5 Indiegogo campaign, we've got a surprise for you. You are getting the Volume 5 Special Content Edition Crypto Comic absolutely free.
Yes.
If you backed the Indiegogo campaign for Dreamkeepers Volume 5, you are going to get this weekend for free. We wanted to find another way to thank you for helping us create the book. We will post an Indiegogo campaign update with instructions on how to access your crypto comic using your Indiegogo email account, at which point you can enjoy the content-rich experience or offer to sell it in the marketplace, which is true, guys.
Mm-hmm.
What that means is that we just made that announcement. Live transactions are coming in. So thank you, community. We made it. We're still in beta, so don't get too carried away now. Andrew Dodge, I'm looking at you. But to be clear, this is the big hurdle that we've been working on to getting over, and it's going to be sweet. Now, this goes on to say, while Volume 5 Indiegogo backers will get a free Volume 5 crypto comic, we will also be selling crypto comics of Volumes 1 through 4. They will all be limited in number and may also be resold. This is new to us, so we will be interested in seeing how it goes. If you have any questions, there will be a CouchCon panel talking about this new territory. And then they went on to say, woo, all this and more coming this week to CouchCon. We wanted to give you advance notice, but it's coming up fast. Get ready for a good weekend. Signed, with warm regards, Dave and Liz. So this is where everybody's supposed to go like crazy. Like High supposed to go into the chat. Like, what's up, guys? So
I'm stoked.
Yep. So what this means is that this week, and we kind of foreshadowed this last week on our stream, guys, but we need to let you know right now, you guys are going to be able to log into CryptoComics. You're going to see a splash page. When this happens, we are going to be under maintenance. Mm-hmm. Now, this can happen at any time during this next week. It is more than likely going to happen towards the end of this next week. And what that means is that CryptoComics is going to be inaccessible. Why, you may ask? It's because everything that you have in your current collection is going to revert to a borrowed format where you then only have access to those books for the following 24 hours, unless specifically outlined by the creator to have them removed entirely. Some books are going to be set that way. So we aren't going to make any guarantees what's going to be in your collection, because during this time period, we are shifting everyone's collection from standard to blockchain. At that point, everything on this system is running on blockchain. We're fully compliant with that, and we will have more details coming as to how you'll be able to authenticate your wallet if you've already got a crypto wallet, how the system is going to handle your account if you don't have a wallet. We've got everything covered. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing else you guys are going to have to do. You're basically just going to see a splash page for a little while that says, hey, come back. We got a little bit of dust on the floor. And when you come back, you're going to see a whole new element inside of the system that's going to allow you to make purchases to support these creators. That being said, that means it's also CouchCon weekend. And anybody that's been around CouchCon weekend knows exactly what we do best during CouchCon weekend. And that's some sweet giveaways. And those are coming. We've got some giveaways as well that are very, very, what's a good way of saying this? They're very technologically driven.
Yeah, I like the way you worded that.
So to some of you guys that are new to NFTs and anything like that, you're going to see those coming through inside of the system, and it's going to be pretty sick. And perfect timing here. T3 Comics comes in and says hello. One of the
Hey,
other things you guys are going to see is T3 Comics is going to have some books available as well. So this is going to be sweet, man. This is going to be awesome. I'm really, really looking forward to this. And yes, this is officially us saying that creators are going to be making money this next weekend. So please come in, please support it. If you're watching this podcast later, if you come in next week, anything like that, that's awesome. How we're going to move this rolling forward is various creators are going to have drops throughout each week and every week. What a drop is on a specific date. That creator's collection is going to unlock for purchase for everybody, and everybody can sit and get after it and have some fun with it. We've got a lot of drops that are lining up. Once again, T3 Comics, Tom here, is going to be dropping literally this next week. So it's going to be pretty sweet. Again, the system will be down for just a small period of time while we perform scheduled maintenance and make sure that everything is ready to go. And literally right after that thing comes back up, Tom Rapka's books are going to be coming out. Then you're going to see Dave and Liz Lily's books coming out over this next weekend. It's going to be pretty sick. Now, keep in mind, we are still in beta. We are going to have some growing pains. People are going to run into issues. We understand that. We know it. We're a small team. We're doing the very best we can, but something is going to slide under the radar. You might ask yourself, how are you going to get support? Very, very easily. We have the support email system directly inside of the dashboard there. So as long as you're accessed inside of in your account, or if you can't figure out how to make an account, you can even hit us up on the support email. That is support@cryptocomics.com. We will have somebody kind of standing by around the clock as much as we possibly can. Keep in mind, we might get weighed out just a little bit, but we're going to do our very best to stay on top of things. It's going to be a busy weekend. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. We've been working our butts off for this for 4 years now. So we are very, very excited. We've got a lot of creators that are lined up and ready to rock and roll. We've got a lot of creators that people didn't know we're working with. They're going to be dropping some things. We've got a lot of books that people don't know yet that are coming that are to be very exciting, I think, when those announcements are coming out. So after this show that you're watching right now, this Monday show is going to literally have a majority section of us talking about what books are released each and every week, talking about what we're excited about, talking about new announcements, upgrades to the system, any of that kind of stuff. And so if you're into the technology side of things, this show is going to be absolutely rad for you to kind of keep an eye on and keep involved with the community and all those kind of things. We will have 2 additional shows that are going to start coming out here very soon. One, Matt, would you like to talk about Studio?
So Studio, you guys may remember a long time ago, we were doing a show that was how to.
Dude, my Studio is my water bottle there. I almost lost my water bottle across my laptop. Like I just saw my life and before my eyes. Okay, sorry, go on.
So Studio is kind of a follow-up to that, where what we're doing is we're talking with various creators who are definitely an expert in a very specific field. That's not to say they're, not amazing in all these other fields, but we wanted to focus in on one creator with one outstanding talent and talk to them about how they go about doing that. So that way you as potential comic creators can go in and follow some of their tips and create your own comics.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And if you guys have ideas for different topics you want to see creators talk about, definitely
hit me up.
Yep. You can let Matt know literally just by jumping into CryptoComics, go over to his profile /u/ I think it's M. Scott Russell inside the system.
CryptoComics Matt.
It should be. Thank you. I didn't know if you had to change your name yet. So /u/ CryptoComics Matt, you can post it right there on his wall. Let him know of different ideas that you might have. Seriously, do it. That's why we built this thing. On top of that, we are also going to have a show that is called Origin Story. And what that's going to be about is more of a kind of how we used to do the spotlights with different creators. Origin Story is going to go into a specific creator or creative team, or maybe a book or a series, or even just a character itself. And it's going to go into the backstory of everything that made them who they are. So, for example, we'll talk to various creators and talk about, how did you get into art? How did you get into comics? What was the first comic you ever got? What's the first comic you remember touching? What's the first comic you got to work on? When was your big break? What do you consider to be your goals? And we really dig into those type of things. And we think that's going to be really, really interesting too. The reason we're splitting this up into 3 different shows is we feel like this show's kind of built up and accumulated over the last few years to where we're just trying to pack in so much stuff into one show. And it doesn't give us enough time to really explore a lot of these topics. So that's why we're looking at doing it this way. And we think it's going to work out really well for the community. It'll allow you guys to watch it at your leisure. And that's also why you notice we started calling everything podcast, is so that we could try to limit the confusion, because we had even creators getting confused as to what show we were making each week or how many. So let me catch up on chat here real quick because we're behind. All right, so let's check. Wow, we are really far behind.
Yeah, that's what happens when you've been talking forever. I mean, geez.
Jenny Smith did artist puts to the kapow. That's great. Nobody's Lucia says, I'm so glad I'm getting a job soon. And then follows that up with, can you buy comics if you don't have crypto? Yes. Should we tell them how? Or should we wait?
Sure, go for it.
Participate. All right. So here's one of the things that we're doing within our system. You will actually get bonuses based on, I don't even need to say bonuses. You get referrals. You get a kickback in credits on the StacksNet network for any users you invite, any books you create, anything you resell, anything you do inside of the system that builds our community. You get a kickback that you can purchase comics directly from a creator, and that creator can then cash that crypto directly out if they choose to. This way, people that are active inside of our community can have access to all the books without having to empty their wallets or work their butts off extra hours and stuff like that to try to afford anything. The reason we believe in this is because we've seen a lot of different members of our community. I'm going to use Nobody's Illusion as an example here. Hopefully you don't mind. Of just people that have been with us for a while and been active in the community, and that helps support all these different creators and sharing out their campaigns and talking about their Kickstarters and helping friends find comics that they might be interested in. And really just, we see that that's what this indie creator community is all about. You know what I mean? And it's the best way for it to survive. And so our blockchain contract is built out with the concept that the community will always come directly after the creator. In fact, that's literally written in stone when you want to think about it in the blockchain. So as a community member, yes, absolutely. You help people find different books. You help people find new creators. You help people find CryptoComics. You're going to get kickbacks.
That's also in our mission statement. I mean, if you think about it, it's all about empowering creators and fans of the comic book industry. So, yeah.
Yeah, and Steven says, wait, so does that mean you all finally going live then? Yes. However, we are turning on live transactions. We are still in beta. Don't get too carried away. But this is clearly the step that everybody has been waiting for. You know what I mean? This is the big step that everybody has been like, when is this going to happen? This is it. Yes. And Steven will be getting a hold of you as a creator. What we're doing, again, is we're rolling it out based on when the creator actually became a part of CryptoComics, when that creator signed in and uploaded their first book and stuff like that. We're going to be going through creators a little bit slower at first while we try to, iron a few details out and handle anything that pops up on us. And it's going to, kind of speed up and kind of build momentum as that goes over time. And then finally, it's going to get to a point to where literally weekly, we are going to sit and talk about what comics are dropping that next day and just go. You know what I mean? At that point, we'll be all caught up and creators will be able to drop books whenever they want. But right now, we are taking it on an account-by-account basis. However, to answer your question, yes, we're finally going with live transactions. Dominic says, yay, giveaways, by the way. Will y'all ever bring shirts back to giveaways? We can talk about this. We can make this as an announcement as well. Yes, we will. Actually, we talked about this on the meeting today. We will be doing physical swag packs still. One thing we do have to change, though, is that physical swag packs are only going to be available to the domestic U.S. I know. A lot of you guys are going to be like, boo, boo, what about overseas? So we've already got something figured out to where you guys are going to be very, very happy as well. But the physical swag packs, a lot of times we would send a T-shirt to somebody, in another country, and it would end up costing them more than that shirt was really even worth, in order to pay for the customs and pay for import fees and all that kind of stuff. And it really got to the point to where we realized that us giving away a shirt, and we felt like it was helpful for the creator to help them market, that it could potentially start hurting them, because all of that money that you just had to spend on import duties and fees and all that kind of stuff could go to you directly supporting that creator by purchasing their comics. So we've got some things worked around on that, and during CouchCon, you're going to see the first of those coming. I don't want to make an announcement as to what it is yet. So you got to tune in to the different various platforms on CouchCon, watch the different panels that go up. Again, if you guys remember any of the CouchCon things, you'll know that people get pretty excited when a CryptoComics name jumps inside of the chat channels, and that's kind of usually why. It's because they're just like running around. And we should actually explain to people why we do that. So originally, we used to go to comic conventions, and Matt and I, Jared, various comic creators, we would literally run up before the doors opened, and everybody that was waiting in line to get into that convention, we would just scream out, "Who wants some shirts?" and just start throwing T-shirts at people.
Dude, those are fun, man. Oh.
I know that. Well, now that probably sounds ridiculous. You know what I mean? With COVID, everything else going on, people now are probably like, "What? What do you mean you just throw T-shirts?" But yeah, that's what we did. That was our guerrilla marketing tactic. We'd go out, scream at the top of our lungs, "Who wants some shirts?" And whoever started screaming back, we just start pitching them out into the crowd.
Well, it also didn't hurt that we had like Sub-Zero throwing the shirts too.
Yeah, that was pretty rad. That was pretty fun. We had Sub-Zero doing that. We had Stitch Tunes, had Jonathan helping do that one time. Yeah. That was dude, we had a lot of fun. Nicholas helping us that one. Oh, that was fun. We had good times, man. Good times. And we still will. But we kind of hold dear those type of memories. And so like when CouchCon comes around, since we're sponsors, we kind of have a little more fun with it. So we just jump in people's random Twitch streams and just start giving stuff away. Jay Smith Jared says, "Why am I imagining Jared throwing shirts over bathroom stall doors?" I think I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think he tried to do that. I think he did. And
really?
If I remember right, somebody had to stop him and be like, "That is so inappropriate. Like, nobody wants to be given a T-shirt in the bathroom." And then directly after that, he asked like the first person that came up to our booth, and they're like, "Yeah, I would have taken a free T-shirt in the bathroom." And I was like, "Man, yeah, I probably would too."
That wasn't the same trip where the Deadpool crew went into the bathroom with the stickers, is it?
Yes, that was the same. Oh man, yeah. Never give Deadpool a box of CryptoComics stickers, guys. Steven says, "Okay, I got excited. I hope it's soon though." It is. It's this next week.
This weekend. CouchCon starts Friday.
Yep. If you guys are noticing, we're not giving specific dates on when we're doing drops or anything like that. And that's because all of those things are still a little bit gray. We've got to make sure that everything is working perfectly before we do those drops, which is why you got to kind of check out CouchCon. You got to watch all those different various streams, because it is very likely going to just be a giant announcement that just, "Hey, everybody go check your emails." I mean, it's going to be that crazy.
Well, if you want to know when CouchCon is, right there on the screen.
3 days, 14 hours.
14 hours, 11 minutes. Exactly.
Well, people might watch this a little late. So Rose Kirby asks, "Will you have more on YouTube of CouchCon?" Yes. Keep in mind, though, CouchCon, everybody streams on their own platform. So make sure you go to that CouchCon page and check things out. It's going to be done and up in just a couple of days. I know that they're doing some last-minute adjusting to different vendors, as well as different panels, different stream times, stuff like that. It's organizing a convention is no small feat, and digital doesn't make it any easier. I know that. So they're going to be reorganizing some of those time slots and those frames around just a little bit, get everything squared away. And as soon as they do, you'll be able to go through that page and just kind of pick and choose and check everything out. Nobody's Illusion says Studio. That's a callback to the 80s, isn't it? I think it. Okay, we are way behind on chat, so I got to hurry. Payne comes in. What up, Fudd Ruckers? What's up, man? JD Smith Artist says at Nobody's Illusion, get some crypto. Everything is on sale right now. It's true. Winter's here, though. Steven says, let me know if you need someone for your new show. I'll hop on, no problem. You're actually on our list.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, already on our list. T3 Comics says, nice. Rose Kirby says, will I still be able to see on Monday's comics or even pictures of comics in the marketplace? Yes. And if you're having any issues with anything, again, shoot us a support email. Let's get this thing squared away as far as your account stuff. I know you had some issues logging in, so let's get this done. Jay Smith Digiartist says, Snap, CryptoComics will be a total tidal wave of goodies tonight. Or with a tidal wave of goodies tonight. Actually, we can't make that announcement yet. That announcement, I think, is next week. Hint, hint, wink, wink. No, it's not. It's not next week. It's the week after. I could have just screwed something up there. No, Illusion says, JD Smith Digiartist, I know, but I don't have my job yet. JD Smith Digiartist says, start a GoFundMe for crypto. Make up a sad story. Get crypto. Don't do that. That's
Wow.
Nobody says thanks for the shout out. Andrew Dodge says, so don't blow all your crypto until after they're out of beta. LOL, just kidding. Some people will probably choose to do that. That's fine. There's just going to be more and more books available, and that means that the supply of the books that go up quickly are going to run out very, very quickly. So I'm interested to see how the floor prices work on these books that release early, especially like Tom Rapka's. There's cool books, man. Some really cool books. Rose Kirby says, so is origin story more or less getting to know you or getting to know the artist? Yes, exactly. And kind of the history. Think of it as
more getting to know the artist.
Yeah.
The creators.
Mm-hmm. Except we're going to do a studio show on me. So you don't get to know me. I wanted to do an origin story, but Matt said I couldn't have an origin story. He told me I could only do a studio. Lame. Anyways, shirts are only available to people who know what NFTs are. That's not true. Steven says, hopefully by the time you get me on your roll call, I have my next 2 books out. By the way, Matt, I'm looking for a new cover for one of them. Hint, hint, LOL. That will not happen on this show. You guys can talk on social media. So I love me some CryptoComics shirts. They're so comfy. JD Smith Digiartist says, why am I imagining Jared throwing shirts? Oh, that's right. We talked this one. Laughing. Nobody's just says in an Oprah voice, you get a t-shirt and you get a t-shirt. Jared did that. Do you remember that? Jared did that, and we got in trouble for Jared doing that. Yep, because he gave out
in trouble.
He was throwing out t-shirts while standing in front of a fire door, like a fire exit door.
Oh, okay.
And the people that ran the convention were like, what are you doing? Like, you're bulking people up around the one door that people are never supposed to just stand around. And then you guys want to know what Jared did? He heeled away. Not a joke.
Oh, yeah.
It's 100% serious. And he did it smooth. He just whoop, right by. One of the things I wish we were.
See, I thought you were saying like, Joe got mad at us or something for that. I was like, what? I remember getting yelled at for that.
Rose says, whose coat is calm on the 24th to the 26th and what time? Coat is calm. I'm not sure I understand that, Rose. I'm sorry. I don't know. That might be voice to text, like messing up on us here. Andrew Dodge says, use your computer to mine crypto. Hey, some people, it's not a great idea if your computer's not doing very good. Andrew Dodge, mind DMing me on how to. There it goes. Andrew Dodge, he has corrupted another. Welcome to mining, Nobody's Illusion. It's addictive. Cameron Payne says, LOL. Steven comes in and says, get a t-shirt cannon and start shooting. LOL. Go John Wick on the cosplayers. I want a t-shirt cannon for the record, and nobody has got me one yet, which is just crap.
Yeah, that's because you'd be shooting all like the little. Never mind.
All I wanted to do is a Mando cosplay where the jetpack was just a tank of nitrogen under high pressure hooked up to a t-shirt cannon. Do you know how far I could probably shoot a CryptoComics shirt? We use thick shirts, y'all. We use good quality stuff. You have that kind of momentum going through the air with nitrogen, bro, game over.
See, I'm thinking you got to go with the whole War Machine, that cannon over the shoulder.
And now you're talking. Do like laser sighting, like look over and you see the t-shirt cannon. Dude, we could have some fun with this, guys. We need to make cosplays. Where's Where's Doug at? Somebody get Doug Campbell on the phone. Let's go.
So Rose Kirby asks, "Is CouchCon is this Friday the 24th to Sunday the 26th?" Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Steven says, "I can make one. I'll get it done for you. Just need the money." Okay, Steven, we're gonna have a conversation, but first I've got a marketplace to get up and running. Dominic says, "T-shirts are nice. I only have 9."
Only?
Oh, that's right. Between Dominic, I think it was Dominic and Andrew Dodge and Nobody's Illusion. If you take all 3 of them, someone has one design of every shirt that we've done. I think the only one that they don't have was because we did exclusive designs at FanX 19. Well, I'm only counting the T-shirts.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I think it was because we did exclusive shirts at FanX in, I want to say it was 2019.
Yeah, there was some.
We did some exclusive designs with Chad Harden. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did a green one that says "I Heart Comic Creators," and the comic seal, the Comic Authority. I totally forgot about that shirt where it says "Not approved by the Comic Code Authority."
Yep.
That's still my favorite shirt. Which is weird because it doesn't have any actual art on it. It was just what happens when Fry gets to make whatever he wants. And then after that, like, I'm not calling anybody out here, but I'm going to say I saw a very large publisher with an extraordinarily similar design lately.
Oh yeah, it was like what, 3 months later or something?
Oh, it was way later. It was like a year later, but it was convenient timing. Is all I'm saying. And if you want to make it right, you're gonna publish something inside of the system. You know what I'm talking about. You know I'm talking to you. Jeez. Nobody's Loser says, "I have 3 shirts: Temerity, Death Dwells, and Medallion." And see, Death Dwells was a limited shirt, and Temerity. Like, limited as in the only way you could get it was during the live stream. I don't even have a Death Dwell shirt, which is really upsetting. Really upsetting. I don't know if Amy's watching, but if our logistics lady is watching this right now, she's going to know I'm not happy about not having a Death Dwell shirt. She's going to be like, "You don't need a Death Dwell shirt." She's probably right. I got a lot of shirts.
I need one.
I just want one.
It is a physical need.
I want one with the CryptoComics exclusive cover on it, man. Because that, you guys are going to see such cool stuff coming out over the next few days, guys. I am so amped. I am so excited. Dude, we've got, you guys, we can't talk about too much of it because it's specific to the creators that are making it, and it's up to them when they make those announcements. But there are things that are going to get published literally over the next week inside of CryptoComics that nobody's ever seen on any platform, period. And I don't mean just like, Matt sketching a zebra. I mean, like, really, really legitimate things are going to be published on this system over the next week that I think is going to take a lot of people by surprise because we have so many brilliant creators.
Wait, you didn't appreciate my zebra sketch?
Everybody appreciates your zebra sketch, dude. I mean, it had 6 legs. That's a cool zebra.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, it's probably really fast. Dominic Colby says, "I got that every day. I'm hubbling shirt." Okay, so that one, I made that shirt because I wanted it. We did the design for that shirt, and Gemma Young was even like, "Really?" And I was like, yes, I need this shirt. Didn't get it. I didn't get it. And it's from Temerity. It says, "Every day I'm hubbling." Like, I wanted it so bad. And Nobody's Loser says, "Hint, hint, let me." Steven says, "All I need is your stickers, Fry. You know that's all I'd wear." No. We can't be doing that. All right, and then we already kind of made this announcement, but we just got a special guest that just decided to pop by. So,
really,
I'm just gonna let him in. What's up, David?
Hey, evening, guys. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good. As usual, Hazen's actually a little more in tune with what's going on because I'm pulled in so many directions. But he mentioned that you guys are like announcing officially the Volume 5 drop.
Yeah. Well, you did. So now we have to.
Oh, did I mess up? Was I not supposed to?
It is in an email that went out earlier today, and so we started getting people from the community were hitting us up and being like, "Hey, why does it say this?" So we had to bring it up on stream tonight. But yeah, we were talking about some of the features that you've put together for it. We, of course, aren't going to tell everybody everything about it, but anything you would like to tell people would be great. What I did is I just read what was actually inside of the email.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then we've decided that we need to approach you with a new idea for a new comic.
Okay, cool.
Andrew, well, J. Smith Digiartist came up with an idea for a comic, and now you're here, so I'm going to pitch it to you.
I like ideas. Is the idea like coordinate your marketing releases better? I'm sorry if I flew the coop on anything there.
No, you didn't. It happens, man. And plus, the thing is it's your marketing release. We're just here to support. So, let's see. I love this. Hopefully, you love this too. So, J.D. Smith Digiartist says, "I knew Carmen Sandiego and Waldo were the same person."
Sometimes, yeah.
Dominic comes in and says, "The bird on the shelf looks like a cool feather in David's hat."
Oh yeah, they're talking about the
raven. Holy crap! I thought it was a feather.
Instead of a feather, I just have a whole bird I carry around.
Yeah, that's awesome. I thought it was a feather.
Yeah.
All right, so J. Smith Digiartist had an idea in the chat earlier where various creators would get together and work on the same book. I.e., what if somebody were to, like, say, make a script and then various creators go through and make each and every panel individually? Think of, like, what was it called? Like, We Are the World? Do you remember that song from, like, the 80s?
I've seen people do that with like animations too. I think there was like indie animators made like a version of the Shrek movie once. I want to say like they each got like 5 seconds of it, so it was like this like really cool sort of montage effect almost. But I see no reason that couldn't work in a comic. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, we should. So we're thinking we're going to try to figure out a way to doing this, and then make it so that all the creators are donating to a charity.
Oh, beautiful!
Because how do you make it legal for like 300 different creators to all own the usage rights of a book, right? But
that's a good point.
If everybody agrees to the same charity, maybe we could come up with something cool.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea to me. Like, cut me in for at least a panel's worth. I definitely want to participate if I can.
Hey, nice. See,
I remember last time I got a commission piece from you. I'm just saying.
I wish we wouldn't talk about that on our live streams because now we have to be PG. At the time, we could get away with talking about that. But it's still one of the best videos I think I've ever recorded in my life.
That was awesome.
Nobody's Loser comes in and says, "By the way, donate to the Trevor Project, and I'd be down to contribute an art piece." I don't remember. Trevor Project is LGBTQ, I believe. Youth. Watch, I'm going to be wrong. It's going to be like a right-wing thing or something. Or it's going to be like a far left, or it's going to, like, I don't even know anymore. It could be a nonprofit for like.
It'll just be some dude named Trevor that set up like a charity for himself. He's like, "Hey, this is the Trevor Project. I'm Trevor.
Yeah.
I could really use some Trevor time. Help me out."
Trevor needs a lazy boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like the organization known as Project Trevor, after Trevor, an Academy Award-winning short film about a teenager who tries to commit suicide. The creator of Trevor, released in 1994, founded the Trevor Project 4 years later.
Wow.
That's sad.
JD Smith Digiartist comes in and says, "LOL, the Trevor Project is actually Nobody Illusions crypto wallet." That would be smart. And real quick, welcome to Hazen, who doesn't have a mic.
I do have a mic.
Or not a camera.
Hey.
Doesn't have a camera.
I've got a little mic.
Up,
man,
what's going on?
I'm just getting ready for CouchCon this year. Sorry if my energy might be a little bit lower than normal this Christmas season, but yeah, I'm just trucking along, trying to get all this stuff done out of the way. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a great little convention for you guys this year, virtual one, couchcon.org. If they haven't mentioned that 1,000 times yet.
Yeah, we have. And then we talked about the Volume 5.
Awesome.
I love your Lego Stormtrooper riding a chipmunk in the background, Fry. What's that about? Is there a story there? Or?
The story is literally that I feel like it's just too boring to not have using. Like, if I
that's fair.
That's just not fun.
That's fair. Or I'm sorry, that's valid. That's what the kids say now, right? That's valid. Yeah.
Yeah. So far, my favorite is this one.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
I think that's my new favorite.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that one. This one, of course, when Jared's on.
The Slack Circus thing, yeah. I get accused of being that guy a lot. I don't know if I ever told you that. I'm not, by the way, but I get like that. Like,
and this is the one that we put on when you guys do an email announcement of Volume 5.
Yeah.
When I don't know that email announcement is going to be
coming
out.
We told
I
you
have
we were
to
going to
send a screenshot to my team going, well, guys, get ready. Here it comes. So
I was like, I don't like. There's just so many things that I've been like delinquent on announcing because usually I'm making so much art and I'm like, oh, I haven't announced it. So it's like I actually was thinking I should have probably announced this Volume 5 thing like a month or 2 months ago. They're probably mad at me for like sitting on it this long.
Well, no. We had some developers that were, I think, breathing sighs of relief, like going, okay, we just got to make sure everything is buttoned up. And then all of a sudden, email came out today, and they're like, we can't wait anymore. Let's go.
But you can always, like, if there is like an emergency at the final hour, you can always lay it on me. It's like, well, this guy overpromised.
We will totally do that, David. I hope you understand.
This guy,
you can do it. When the angry hordes come, I'll just turn this laptop screen down, turn off my phone, and lay low for like a week or two. It'll be fine.
Yeah, me and Hazen.
It's okay. We have this whole hashtag of blame Jared ready. You know.
Oh no, Matt, you're going down with David. You guys are going down on the same boat.
All right, Matt. You and me need to triangulate and start getting our power structure in order. If they're gonna.
There we go.
You two let Liz beat me in air hockey, and neither of you said anything. Neither of you tried to help me. Nobody.
Let Liz? Do you think I can stop Liz from beating you in air hockey? I don't have that power.
I've heard Liz is like strangely good at games.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun night.
Yeah.
Don't make bets with Liz.
That's how we kind of met and fell in love. I was like #1 man on campus at college. I beat everybody in GoldenEye. I had 4 players. 3 versus me, no problem. And then Liz just like blew me apart in the caves with the grenade launchers, and I was like, I gotta know more about this girl.
Yep.
Yeah, if a girl beat me at GoldenEye, I'd probably have to marry her too.
Yeah.
I think that is a general commandment in this life.
I feel like it should be.
Yeah.
If it's not, then we need to talk to somebody about how to rewrite commandments. Can we do that?
You know, Fry, what you should have done is had her get that rubber ducky for you.
Look, you know what? I earned that rubber ducky, Matt. Thank you very much.
There's a claw machine, and I swear Fry spent like $32,000.
I spent more than $40, okay? And I got the rubber ducky.
You did? You spent that trying to get a rubber duck?
You know what? That claw machine was mocking me the whole time, Hazen. Okay?
Also,
I gotta put some claw machines there where you live.
You're also paying for the experience. It's not like just a rubber ducky. There's memories to that rubber ducky.
Yeah, there's a story. There's a story involved.
JD Smith, I love your comment, but I cannot bring it up.
I was about to Skype you and be like, skip that comment, please.
Yeah.
I
can't. That's
guys,
one of the...
just like the roads have a speed limit, the internet now has a funny limit, and we have to obey it if we want to stay on the internet.
Hello, Nobody's Illusion and JD Smith, Digi Artist. I didn't know that people were saying hey to me because I didn't have the comments up before. I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you.
Oh, there's comments.
Normally what I do is I go through them, but
you have to click comments up there where it says private chat. There's another section that says comments, and then you can read all the comments people are leaving you.
You know,
yes, Nobody's Illusion. $40. Okay.
Ironically, this is my night to start getting my CryptoComics stuff like ready for CouchCon, and I was thinking, I know in the past, years and years and years ago, I want to say I remember doing more commentary for like volumes 1 and 2. So I was like, if I can find that, I'll just add that to the volume 1 and 2 CryptoComics. I just found it. So we have volume 1 and volume 2 will have creator commentary as well, assuming these files are still working.
Do you want me to try to clean that up a little bit before we
Yeah, actually, I'll send them to you right now. They're from
Jason's
2000.
like, stop with the announcements.
Because these are old recordings. Like, I know I love Dave's old like tutorials on YouTube, but they're like, all right, so we're gonna do this today. Like they're like that, like 2003 era YouTube like recordings.
Recorded
So
on
it's
radio.
literally like tin can on a string level. So Hayden, brace yourself for some pain. I'm gonna send you some files.
They're gonna be authentic though. You know, it's the like Technicolor THX experience.
Guys, we record with Jared once a week. It's still fine.
We'll have to come
over his like dial-up internet he has out there.
Yeah.
Old school commentary. Straight from 2014 to destroy Hazen's peace of mind.
Oh, you already like you actually wrote out old school commentary. I'm just gonna pin that, and we'll wait.
How many pages are in volume 5?
In volume 5,
fantastic.
I know the physical book has like 144. I'm almost certain because we had to print it. The volume 5 crypto comic has significantly more. I'll pull it up and check. I think it's probably closer to 200. Honestly, we put like so much extra content in there, like extra illustrations and stuff.
Is that stuff's not going to be on the PDF either, right? That's just the crypto comic.
No, there's a reason we're calling this the volume 5 like special content edition for CryptoComics, because this thing is loaded like plus like a PDF. Maybe there's ways to do this stuff in a PDF. I don't know. Editing PDFs is always difficult for me. Like it's not easy to work with PDFs. But just like for any creators out there, if you like the idea of adding all this like rich content to your comic, videos, audio tracks, like music, soundtrack, like they make it really easy. They've got their system down.
Oh, CryptoComics? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I was like, who?
Yeah, correct me.
You guys.
Oh wait, let's go HSN mode here.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, David, but these crypto comic versions of Volume 5, the backers edition, everyone who backed that comic on Indiegogo is going to get a copy of that for free. Is that right?
Yes, assuming that they want to log in and redeem it. I can't make them pick up their free copy, but
where did that voice come from? Is that Hazen?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Oh, dude, that was weird.
Did I fool you, Fry?
Yeah,
did I pull the wool over your eyes.
I thought it was a pre-recorded thing, but
he can bust out some voices. He like when I visited him, he literally will talk to crows. Like one time, there was like this hawk that was cruising around his neighborhood. And he's like, "Oh, my buddies, the crows, they're not going to like that hawk. I better let them know he's in town." He does this call. I kid you not. Like within 15 minutes, this like gang of crows like shows up, like finds the hawk and like chases it off.
People are gonna think I'm a witch now, Dave.
Okay, please tell me you got that on camera though.
That's recorded now. We were in the mountains. There was like a little murder crows somewhere. I don't know where they were, but I was like, "Watch this! I'll get them to come over here." And I called to them, and they came like swooping around like a few feet away from the porch where we were out in the mountains.
That is a trip.
I tried to feed them popcorn, but a dog came and ate the popcorn, so they didn't get any.
Yeah. Dogs are cool, but crows are cooler than dogs.
Yeah, they're cool, but I wish that one didn't eat the popcorn I threw out for crows.
Yeah, you got to respect the popcorn.
That was my only complaint about that dog. Otherwise, he was fine.
Oh, jeez. Nobody says, Hazen the witch. No wonder they don't want to show their face. Hazen showed his face on the stream before.
There's power in faces and names.
Yeah. The thing is, I just don't have a webcam hooked up right now. I just want to hop on.
Do you have any idea how many times I've tried to talk Ryan to let me just unplug the camera so I can like do the show from the couch and kick back with my feet up? Every time.
Yeah, it's important though to have like a visual thing there, especially with these live streams. If you do them like weekly, I get that, but I don't have mine like hooked up right now, and I just got back from the gym too, so I'm like all messy and sweaty.
Dominic Colby comes in over on Facebook, says, "Does this year's CouchCon have a theme like last year's was pirates?"
I think this year's theme is going to be probably those Wyatt figurines, just in general. We're like building it around these Reagan Lodge exclusives. Yeah, like we've been Like, there's even more stuff that we were thinking we could pull out, but it's like, no, we just have a mountain of stuff. The one thing we didn't put together was like an explicit theme. So this year's CouchCon themes is couches and figurines.
Couches, and then I guess you could say a little bit of 1970s horror trailer.
Yeah.
Which is what we did with the Wyatt figure. But I should put that in the private chat there just now. But there's a trailer we put together really from some of the footage of the Wyatt figures. And
actually, I could even you keep them. I'll go actually grab the figurine. I can show it on camera. I'll be back in.
Oh yeah. Forget it's like physically there with you.
Like, I forget this thing actually exists. Okay, 1 second, I'll prep that and we'll throw it up on stream.
It's hard to believe. Like, when I look at this like coming together, I'm just like, this looks like a thing you would, you know how they have like the McFarlane Batman things that, I'm really getting into nerdy comic book stuff right now, but the McFarlane Batman things they have at like Target, you know. That's what this stuff, like the quality of it kind of makes me think of, and that's just the prototype. Like the actual figures are going to look even better than this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at this.
Can we go full screen on
It's
that?
like he came off the page.
Yeah, these are, and they're actually based off of turnarounds that Reagan drew specifically for the figurine. And the modeler Tari does fantastic modeling. He got the pose like flawless. If you look at the actual turnarounds Reagan drew, Tari just like nailed it. And the shaping is magnificent on this guy. And Liz has been she's been getting sharper and sharper at the painting. We are very, very limited on the number of painted figurines we can do because right now we've kind of got her overloaded. She's doing the whole Bethlehem Indiegogo campaign. So we can only offer 3 of these guys painted, I believe. For now.
But they're hand-painted by Liz?
Yeah, they're hand-painted. It's a combination of airbrushing and, actual like literal brush work techniques. Because the airbrushing helps you get the big coverage and solid colors, a little bit of gradients here and there. And then the hand brushing lets you get like the really sharp little details on him, like the whiskers and like the eyes and even like the little blood splatter on his bandages and everything. And man,
I didn't even notice the bandage thing. Yeah,
I did not do anything for this. I just think it's really cool. Like Tari modeled it, Liz painted it, Reagan drew it, and I get to play with it. So
yeah, isn't that great?
But yeah,
isn't that great? These Reagan, we're going to actually be selling a print alongside this with the that's of the reference sheet that Reagan actually drew for it. Yeah. The imagery in that is subject to change a little bit because Reagan wants to clean it up a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer.
Okay.
So I told him, I was like, it's a reference thing, man. Like people maybe want the raw kind of thing, but
for sure.
He said if he has time, he wants to clean it up. So it may look a little different. The figures you get may look a little different. We are only going to be selling about 3 of these, I think Dave just said, that are going to be painted by Liz. But there is another artist at CouchCon that has a table this year in Artist Alley that does really, really good painting on figure stuff. Might be a little more expensive because you're going to have to ship it to him and have him ship it back. But there is other options there for if you want to get an unpainted one.
Is it somebody that like paints minis and stuff like that? Is that what you're talking about?
He paints miniatures, and I think he also paints stuff that's like a little bit bigger, like like 7-inch stuff. There's some of his pictures of his work, and I think some links to his gallery and stuff. His table's already up on the page on vendors on CouchCon too. Yeah, so go to couchcon.org. I think his name's Ty Cloud.
Yeah, Ty Cloud. Him and Liz are always like talking back and forth, comparing like figurine painting notes and stuff.
Well, one sec here. You were talking about this teaser. We need to play that really quick.
Sure.
JD, play this.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd say JD, don't go yet. Don't go yet, Jay.
Okay, here we go. You
I want one.
They'll be for sale.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Awesome.
I've got one.
So has Liz painted these yet, or is she going to be painting them?
She will be. Well, she did paint the prototype, but so far the prototype is the only one in existence. Because the modeler, he actually got this out to us early, so we could have something painted to show customers, so they know, hey, what am I maybe looking at here? But the final model, he's actually still putting finishing touches on this model, so I think there's going to be a little more detail on the final one. This one is actually relatively rough compared to what we're expecting to have available. And so once we get all the models, busted out, the unpainted should go out to people pretty much right away as soon as they come in. Granted, it's going to take a month or two to manufacture them. But then once they come in, then Liz is going to paint the 3 for those 3 lucky customers, and that'll be that.
So if you get a chance, would you ask Liz if she'd be willing to come on a show and let us record a studio with her concerning the painting the figurines?
Yeah, like I could just ask her across the room now. She's kind of in lurker mode. Liz, at some point, they would like you to have a stream, just because you're cool and you paint figurines.
I could try.
So yeah, just keep me posted and I'll let them know, but no pressure right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full pressure, Liz. I didn't suffer an injury via air hockey incident in Orlando for nothing.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun to see each other again at Megaplex. I know CouchCon, we're gonna see each other digitally from home on the couch, but also in-person stuff is fun as well.
In person was awesome. Megaplex was
a
freaking amazing event. It was way cool. So, all right, we are at 1 hour and 20 minutes when we're supposed to try to keep these things at a half hour.
Oops.
Whoa.
I might get yelled at a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Everybody, make sure you guys go check it out. CouchCon. Go look for CouchCon on Twitter, YouTube. Look up. Let's see. On Twitter, it's Dreamkeepers Comics, I believe.
I should probably know this by now. Dreamkeepers on Twitter. Twitter.com/Dreamkeepers.
Dreamkeepers. Okay. Make sure you guys go follow along for all the cool announcements and stuff that they've got going on. And once again, if you guys supported the Indiegogo campaign for Volume 5, look forward to that drop coming up.
Yeah.
And don't forget, guys, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You're going to want to stay on top of everything, especially this coming week. It's going to be epic. And couchcon.org, guys.
Matt's going to be a part of it, so that means you definitely don't want to be under it.
Yeah.
What? I got nothing.